Hey, welcome back. Another day, another vlog. Great to have you. Great to be home. Great to be with you. Great to be here back home. See my little buddy Jack. Awesome. 2 weeks is enough. I do feel for the boys that are staying around and doing the long ones. They need a coffee cup from Teespring, from the Mighty Tide, from 34 Media. I do need to update that if you haven't already seen this. Obviously, we've still got the Tigers Media shirts. There's 34 Media stuff on there. If you want to get over it and get some merch and help the channel out, that'll be sweet. Obviously come off night shift, home now. I slept on the plane. It was an hour and a half. It was not slept. It's more of comatose, borderline. Yeah, definitely comatose. More of a pass out. As soon as you get on the plane, you just go and snore like a trooper. But it's good to be home. Got a few things to get through. We've got some little stuff. We've got some bigger stuff I'm going to do individually when we do those things. We'll do them probably separate. I've got some big things happening. Finally have rocked up. And one huge thing we need to do, but we will see them as they come out. We'll try and get them filmed tomorrow and the next day, and then I can get them up next week. So we've got a heap of videos, heap of stuff coming up. Just in there. I was just in there backing up all my computers. First thing I do is get in and back my computer up. You don't want 2 weeks worth of work just to disappear. I did get yesterday, I got some work done on the Lumix review, which is pretty good. That's just the FT7, the waterproof, shockproof camera I'm trying to use as a backup. Footage so far looks not too bad. The video, the photos, we've got a lot to talk about, but that'll be more in the review. Rightio. So look, listen, it's good to be home. I definitely need some more sleep, but it's good to be back with yous in my office with everything. Got all my gear back. The gang's back together. It's good to have a place other than just the room and the desk. It's a little bit more, I don't know, a bit more me, I guess. That's what this channel's about. It's about me. And this is me. Rightio, a little bit of info. We do have some big stuff coming up tomorrow morning, live on YouTube. If you're a Sigma fan like I am, I've got my 16mm Sigma, which I love to death. I've just barely taken it off since I got it in October last year. It's a fantastic lens, super wrapped. I bought it online June 18th, which is tomorrow at 9 o'clock in Sydney time, so Eastern Standard Time for Australia. Just look that up. If you're overseas and you want to watch it, go and subscribe to the Sigma channel on YouTube. You will get all the updates on all the new products coming out. So a big drop tomorrow from Sigma. That's going to be sensational. We already got some rumors. We know about the USB dock for the M series lenses, which is fantastic. It means I can keep this lens updated and keep it tickety-boo, which I'd like to. And then see if there's anything else they're going to sort of be bringing around for that M series range. We do know they're going to be dropping a fair bit of stuff, maybe for the RF and a few other mounts, but hopefully it's not just that one USB dock. I wouldn't mind a little bit of a timeline for maybe a zoom lens for the M mount. They've got plenty of really good zooms. They basically took this over from it was on another mount, on the Sony mount I think it started on, and they adapted it to suit the M series, so I don't see why they couldn't adapt one of their little zooms over as well. That'd be fairly cool. And I don't think it'd be too much, so I hope, fingers crossed, and I'll be definitely checking it out tomorrow to see if I can ask some questions about that in particular. Samsung has released, you can go over to, only on the US site, not on the Australian site. As per always, Australia's way behind on technology. A brand new 49-inch curved screen monitor. Now, this is not just curved like your TV. This is basically peripherals. It's curved like that. It's pretty insane if you look at the image. Obviously, it's designed more towards gaming, but it looks like a funky bit of gear, and would be pretty awesome if you've just want one screen to basically do it all. 49 inches, just about a 227s or two normal screens there, so you can split that, you can split it up. It's got HDR, 1000, it's 1000R curve they call it, you'll see the curve, it's pretty out there. 240 hertz display for the gamers, 1 millisecond refresh, gamers again. Does have HDR, has 1000 nits brightness, so it's super high quality screen. Bit exy, it's $1,700 US in the States. We're still selling the old model here in Australia for whatever reason. I don't know why in 2020 we've still got other countries behind. When you go on the internet and you can see what everyone else is getting, just makes companies look a bit silly. So hopefully they won't be for sale. That might drop in price. Apparently there were some issues with the old model, the 49 inch that's still on sale here, and so you probably want to have a look at that. I think the boys at Linus Tech Tips or Tech Link were talking about it, so there might be some videos if you are looking at that, if it does go on sale. Be aware it's not as curved, it still looks pretty nice, but I don't think it's as good as quality as this new one coming out. So very funky, be awesome for a timeline. You can sit there and basically have stuff going, have an email off in the corner there and still do a massive timeline and just turn and not have to twist. It's going to be all peripheral based sort of stuff, so pretty cool and definitely worth checking it out. Adobe has a heap of updates for their Lightroom and stuff. There's a new hue feature, so when you basically go into, say, a brush, if you pick up a brush and then go to paint something, generally you could do brightness adjustments, shadows, but no color. Well, now they've adapted it. There's now a color little bar in there. You can go and change the color. So if you've got a yellow flower, you can basically paint that yellow, highlight that one, and then change it from yellow to red to blue or whatever color you want, basically. So that was a pretty cool feature, to be able to just come in and paint certain things and change the colors. Gives you a little bit of, artistic flair, not flair, that's the wrong word. Artistic license is probably a better word, to go out and just create some funky stuff. So definitely check that out. These are all active at the moment. And a big one, something I'm definitely going to be getting into, ISO noise filters. So basically it's an adaptive preset. You can set up your own preset and it's pretty simple. I watched 2 videos on it last night just to get my brain around it. And basically you set up a ISO preset for each camera you have. So I guess I shoot a lot with the M50, and then I've also got the GoPro and I've got the Lumix. So if I'm doing night shots or low light stuff where there's going to be a lot of noise, basically I get a photo on, say, ISO 100 and ISO, I think it's 6400 for the M50. I get one shot at that and one at 6400. I put them into Lightroom, I highlight both, I go in and I create an adaptive preset from it. It's basically just create preset, and there's another little box you go, and about down here somewhere on the screen you tick that, it'll create a adaptive preset. And now every time you can either do it 2 ways. Once you've got that preset, you can apply it like a normal preset and just put it over the image, or when you upload or import photos into Lightroom, you can have it preset up in the preferences to automatically do that. Now basically it takes from that 100 to the whatever top ISO you have. It mathematically works out what's the best for the photos that you're putting in there, and basically does a full cleanup of all the noise and gives you basically the best you can get with the best quality ISO for that image that's available. So very cool, fantastic for astro guys shooting night stuff, Milky Way stuff. I've been doing as you know, I've been doing a fair bit of that lately, so I think that's going to be awesome. That's one of the things, it's a little bit, you've really got to work it and play it, and it can take a long time to sit there and try and get that ISO and get that noise and clean it out and get the stars and stuff like that right. So it's something that if you've got a little preset like that, which now is super easy to set up, Very, very cool, and will save a lot of time. And then basically you'll have an M50, I'll have a GoPro, I'll have a Lumix preset for noise, so just noise presets for those three, and then I can just whack them on each one depending on what camera I'm using and stuff like that. So super, super cool. Good work, Adobe. And then curves. That's the other one that was in there that I did see about. So you've got your curve arm. Generally, you get the box up and it's got the diagonal line so you can adjust your curve. Now, basically, it was just adjust the line and you'd have to see what happens. Well, what they've done now is put whatever tint if it's going to go to cool or warm, you'll get a color range of what color it's going to go to. So you can basically get it's probably, if you know what you're doing with curves, it's probably really not going to affect you too much. But for us learners and people that are visual, it's good to sort of visually see what you're doing and how it's going to affect it before you touch it. You can basically see it's going to go to like a redder or a warmer color, and you can just it just gives you a bit more of a visual presentation, I guess. But I thought it was pretty cool and a good little idea from Adobe. We're getting rain, if you're going to hear that noise, I'm not sure. It's windy as hell. All the bins have been knocked. It's bin day today in our suburb. All the bins have been knocked over. It's crazy. Rubbish everywhere. Just a bit of a nightmare for the poor old, well, for everyone. They're going to have to go. I've been picking up rubbish for the last hour out the front, so now we've got some rain. So that'll make it even better. So yeah, sorry, I digress. So Adobe, great new features. They're all active now. So as soon as you basically go into Lightroom, you'll be able to go check them out and see what they can do for you and how they can help your workflow. So very, very cool. Adobe, I think Adobe needs a big pat on the back. Ever since COVID started, they have been one company I have noticed that have been basically at the forefront of either helping out creators, bringing out some brilliant things to do, either competitions or discounts or whatever, and then also they've found time in that to work out and keep doing updates to keep the system going. Premiere Pro can be a pain in the butt, but it still works. It's a good program. It's once you learn the nuances of it, it's a good, and then it works well with everything else. So it's a great system, and Adobe does a great job, and I'm happy to support them because they're fantastic. So very, very cool to see some things like that, and that ISO one I will be definitely hooking up in my new computer. More to come on that. And that's about it. So we're going to quickly, that's about it for the news. Wasn't too much out last night, but I figured I wouldn't look too much this morning. I'll just come in and, rightio. Now, you would have heard of G Fuel there. Well, as an Australian, I love G Fuel. It's got fantastic flavours and it's good. No sugar. That's what I wanted. No sugar, caffeine. I don't drink coffee or tea anymore, or anything like that. So getting a bit of a caffeine hit to keep me so I can stay up and do my editing is good. Legion Energy, the Australian company that's slowly growing and they're getting bigger and better. They are doing pretty much similar to G Fuel, and they are pretty cool. I have tried them, and they've got a different range. You'll see links down below. You can get a discount, and I'll show you what you get. So this is a new one, pineapple. Very, very cool. I've tasted that. I had that at work. The swing was really, really nice. Now that's a focus energy, so that's like your caffeine hit, keep you up. Hydrate amino. So this is lemon lime. So this is like a hydration. So if it's stinking hot, a hot day, you want to keep up all your electrolytes and stuff like that. Basically Gatorade. That's, if you think along those lines, they've got that range as well. Oh, another pineapple. And a watermelon. I haven't tried the watermelon. That's going to be pretty cool, I think. And this one is the one I'm super excited about. Rubbish bin, more rubbish. This is their rest and recover range. So I haven't tried this one. I got some samples for the other stuff, and I haven't tried the hydrate one. That'll be fantastic for summer, but this is rest and recover hot chocolate. Pow. Ba-boom, ba-boom. That, if that's not brilliant, I don't know what is. That's going to be awesome to get a good night's sleep. Have one of these before you go to bed. Wake up feeling $1 million. Tickety-boo. Brilliant. It's something that G Fuel does not have. G Fuel does have a hydrate range. They've got something along those lines, but they do not have a rest and recovery one. So recovery is just as important as G'ing yourself up to get stuff done. So Legion Energy, you'll see the links down below. They're Australian, hook Australian company up. I think that's awesome that they're having a crack. They're going up against a monster of a company in G Fuel. There's nothing wrong with G Fuel. I have no problems at all with them. I think they're fantastic. The flavours are awesome. I've got a bubblegum. I've got the new bubblegum flavour coming, but I'm trying to do my bit. COVID, it's easier to get the biggest win with this one. If you're in Australia, it's like 4 or 5 days and it's here. G Fuel can take up to 3 to 4 weeks delivery and you're paying $50 freight. That's the only gripe I have with G Fuel. You pay massive amounts of freight and it still takes 3 to 4 weeks when it should be 3 or 4 days like all the rest of the stuff I get from the States. These guys, free freight over, I think it's like 60, $70, which is like a tin and a half. So if you buy a couple of tins, you got free freight and it's there within the week. So awesome. Go the Aussies, good on yous. What else? Because I buy all cheap stuff, because we're a very small channel. And I don't think you need to waste money on expensive stuff. Filter bags, ND filters bags. Beautiful. I think these are like $2-3 on eBay. Magic, same as the one I've got. So now I've got enough there for all the new filters. That's fantastic. Like $3 eBay, but you wait like 2 months. I think I'll be waiting like 2 months for them to come in. That's the only downside. Cheap is good, but you just got to be prepared to just wait. If you need it urgent, you've got to pay the full price. So yeah, cool. That's cool. They will come in handy. Don't know what this one is. Yes. New SSD portable hard drive. High speed to get that stuff off and on. At work, I'm currently using a little WD, I think it's like a passport one as well, but it's the old disk drive, so it's super slow. This will let me just take my current projects with me and chuck them on here and then work off them onto the laptop, so I don't have it all taken up any memory off the laptop. I'm trying to keep that as a clean screen and just keep stuff on here and work off and on that as I'm using it. Whatever project stays on the laptop, and then my current projects will stay on that. So that's cool. Looking forward to give that a bit of a smash out. I think these 540 megs a second, so it's basically the same as the T5 and the Samsung, which is probably the most well-known one. The T7's come out. That's now 1,000 megabytes a second, and I think there is a version of this, but you do get up in the dollar range, which 500 megs is pretty darn fast for me compared to the old disk drive, so that's going to be super, super handy. Again, eBay, super, I love eBay. Good prices, protection from PayPal, and just got to wait sometimes. No rush. I don't know what this is. Lucky last. Yes. Rightio. Wireless Go, the Rode Wireless Go. If you don't know, I'll give you a hot tip. The little furry mics that normally clip into the sound just here, the little clips, like a little tangs, I lost one. Damn, and I chucked a question on one of the videos of Rode and asked, like, is there any way, have you got an update for that? Is there something, I've just lost one, it just keeps falling out. They said, there's a warranty program if you've registered your wireless goes with them. they will send you out. Now I did that last break and it's already here. Awesome, Rode, thank you very much, that's amazing. So didn't cost me anything, my items were registered, I went in, applied for it. As soon as if you've got items, your wireless goes registered. If you haven't, go and register them, and then once they're registered, it'll come up with the option to get the updated thing. So I've been really keen to see this, because it just keeps falling out. I don't know what they've done. Oh, you get two. Awesome, Rode. Rightio, so not sure the difference is. Probably going to clip out the sound here, but just bear with me. So they're now red. Probably, I'll see if I can come and show you. You see that? Little red clips now. Now the old ones were not white. They look like I've got a bigger lip on them, so I'll have to try them out. I'm not sure if I can fit it into it now. I'll just pull the sound out. That's what we do, just 2 seconds. And now we're just straight on the normal Rode mic, the wireless go without a mic. We'll see if that clips in. Oh, that's heaps better. Yep, oh, straight in. Okay, that's a little bit of a test there for you. I don't know, we'll do the rest of it on that, see if you can hear it. So the old ones, when you push it in, it would pop out. So I think what they've done is, and there's no way you're going to see it. My apologies. I'm visually thinking, and you guys on the podcast are going, what are you talking about, Kendra, you dickhead? Okay, so the little tangs that stick out on the old little furries for your Rode wireless goes, they didn't have much of a lip on them, and they'd pop in and then they just slip back out, sort of like a tapered lock, like a shark's tooth, the serrated bit. I think one of those serrations, well, it didn't pop in enough. So now they have extended that serration and it looks like a bigger lip. And I pushed that in, and I can honestly say, cross my heart, that went in better than it ever has, and that feels heaps more. Normally you just wiggle it on the old ones and they pop out. The sound's going to be terrible, but you probably can't hear anything anyway with the rain pissing down on the roof. But again, it's a windshield replacement. Thanks to Rode, didn't cost anything. This is a good reason to register your items with whatever company you buy them through. We spend a lot of money on gear. It's awesome to see Rode come out and fix the problem. That's awesome. And unlike Apple, they haven't said it's a new thing and charged us for it. They've just said, yes, it was a problem. We appreciate that. Here's a fix, and it looks like it's fixed. So thank you, Rode. Awesome job, as always. Not only do you do good sound, but you do, that's really good, you do really good audio. So yeah, very cool. And two, I thought I was only going to get one. So that's cool. So they basically give you two of them. That's awesome. Thank you, Rode. Wicked. Rightio. 23 minutes. Holy bundy. I better get out of here. Cheers. I will see you all again tomorrow. Stay safe. Some big things coming. Stay tuned on the channel. If you haven't subscribed, this is the week. Hit the bell. We've got the WWC coming up. We've got Sigma tomorrow. We've got unboxings galore this week. So there's going to be videos. There's going to be all sorts happening. Super excited. I'll see you all again tomorrow. Whether you're going that way, or you're getting saturated by that rain, I hope you're not. Stay safe, and I'll see you all tomorrow.